locking it in, this time against Kojicoco's Beatrix.
Okay, so I'm hearing the Percival lock, and we're seeing a lot of Siegfried against some of the picks that Tororo has had to run into so far, especially against the Grimnir as well, right? But now going back to old reliable, the Lord of Flames himself to go toe-to-toe with Kojicoco's Beatrix.
Yeah, Matera and Grimnir are some of Percival's worst matchups, so it makes sense to go for the Siegfried, who is a much more solid pick overall against those characters. But against the Beatrix, Percy is definitely much more favorable overall. Well, he is, of course, his main after all.
That's true. Sticking with old reliable for this one. Right, game number 1 of our losers finals, trying to keep you at bay with the fireballs, but we do get 1 stock up.
Nice challenge right there from Kojicoco with that far light. Beautiful far medium as well to stop the 6XL attempt.
Yep. LDP for the pickup and clean link it to the Youth Thunderbird, keeps that meter healthy, and the counter hit, the 2L from Kojicoco.
Drop right there. Good on Tororo for not challenging right there.
Yeah.
Using the flame carpet to fight out the corner. Huge whip punish.
Big hit there with the 5-8 straight into the Lord Strike heavy.
Just keeping these staggers nice and tight. There's another throw.
Yep.
Gonna take the stop this time. Not gonna go for the safe meaty. Might go for the safe meaty carpet. No. Instead, the X-Seal introduced from the very first round.
5U is one of these options that is so scary to show in case Kojicoco mashes out, ends up killing you with SSBA, but showing it so early on into the set is a brave move from Tororo.
That it is. X-Seal, the 5U, is one of those moves that I feel like is stronger, or varies in strength depending on the level of player that you are.
Yes.
Against these high-level players that are more disciplined to block, it can find its mark more often. The use of the M Fireball right there doesn't leave as big of a gap as the L1.
Quite. All right, H Fireball, but we're trading back and forth. We finally confirm into the Flame Carpet, so just trading these distances. Not going to spend the Brave Count on the Ultimate Thunderbird.
Like Thunderbird, Tororo gets to take his turn back. Huge count it on the 6XL, and another H Horizon right there. There we go, another 6XL right there. Double up on the Raging Strike, Raging Chain, and end with the H Underdone. Tororo with the first game.
Basketball bombos, keep it simple. A speed run for the Lord of Flames right now.
It is far easier to tame the sinews than the spirit.
Coco, how do we respond? Still sticking on the Beatrix, I assume.
Hardy than wise, but it is a valuable weapon all the same.
Checking the notes, even on the victory.
Yeah, it's important to understand what went your way, what potentially could go wrong. Keep that composure, understand that game plan, and lock in.
Game number 2 here, once again the 5-8 just keeping Kojicoco at bay. Another confirmed into the DP. Out.
Nice use of the LDP right there. Crushes the 6-frame buttons, catches the dash forward. Ooh.
The shotgun, but it's all good. Still fighting for our space. A big life lead on the side of Tororo right now, but no stocks. There we go. Flame Carpet.
That stock on the Flame Carpet whittling away at Kojicoco's life.
Ooh. Okay, far L to interrupt.
Catch it.
Stop sign out.
Just about gets the wall bounce right there. Very crucial for Kojicoco. Now you have the corner advantage.
100 meter available as well, so next hit should be a kill.
Nice, very nice counter poke right there with the 2M, and that is going to be it for Kojicoco to take the round.
There we go. Finds the kill with the fireball. Let's see if we can tie things up.
Think you bring more teeth than Zeta's our best?
Act 2. Play.
Things out. Perfect spacing for the fireballs on both sides, but does find the poke with the 6XL. 5 stocks in tow for Tororo.
Good throw coming out from Kojicoco, however. The DP doesn't want Kojicoco to establish those staggers.
Full fear of the corner, not trying to lose any of this screen space. 5-8 whip punish once again.
Lovely whip punish on the far heavy with that far light from Kojicoco.
Overhead triple attack ender, big chillin'. But warming up on the Flame Carpet, there we go, caught up on the low.
And the run-up delayed Flame Carpet, so effective for catching those delayed options. Tororo gonna take a round.
Like wheat before fire.
Oh, so cool.
He is. Pulls out his hand to the opponent, just trying to pull up here once again with the 6XL. Right, stopped in your tracks with the DP.
Again, Koji just been so on the mark with a lot of those DPs. Nice challenge from Tororo right there. Ooh.
Okay, catches out the recovery frames of the far H, but still just a straight hit off the fireball. Nothing too big here for Kojicoco.
Nice block and gets the throw. No escape as well on that.
trying to look for a delay match and wake up there, but still able to escape the flame carpet situation. Send it with the H riding free.
Builds the meter to 100, but instead it's still going to cash out with the U Thunderbird.
Yeah. Again, going for these links when we know that 100% isn't quite going to be lethal.
Well, tries to challenge with the flame carpet. Now very little meter on the side of Tororo. Very hard to fight out the corner from this position.
Ooh, but a bold attempt to escape. That extra damage from that one missing BP means UDP is lethal. Kojicoco ties it up.
1-1. Had that DP been blocked, if Tororo was able to get the side switch right there, I don't think he would have been able to get the KO just yet without the meter, but still would have been a very big chunk of damage nonetheless. Kojicoco keeping it together.
Consult the notes once more, a deep breath. Still a long set ahead. I would imagine these two go the distance down here in losers finals.
Kojicoco this time the one to get the opening gambit, gets that big throw in the corner.
Up goes L, but still the mash out there.
Nice challenge with the H-Star Chase. A big jump out the corner from Tororo this time.
Able to escape the Thunderbird. And we set the flame carpet immediately. EXDP, Kojicoco wants none of that.
Just so on point with all of these DPs. Ooh. Tries to go for the delay mash.
Okay, 2 fireballs in a row, but nothing caught here from Tororo. Now 50 meter available on both sides.
Tororo struggling to find a substantial hit so far. Kojicoco willing to play this slow war of attrition as a result. Knows he doesn't need to overextend.
Trading the meter, a slight advantage for Kojicoco. Standing on business, the heated floors once again.
Yeah, but at that range, you're not in range to get the confirm right there. Nice punish on the 6-6M. That might come back to bite you, Koji. Ooh! Oh, magnificent timing on the DP. The speed of that U Star Chaser means that you're able to DP through it as Percival.
Looking for an
throw. But again, the DP finds its mark.
UDP landed. We saw a little bit of patience on the walk up there from Tororo, but here we go. The delay UDP puts another round on the board for Kojicoco. Oh! Empty Lord Strike just ends up right behind you with the 2L.
Big 6XL right there. Not going to actually choose to get the stocks. Doesn't really have a follow-up in that situation. Has all the pressure situation. Misses the confirm into the Schneiden.
We've gotten so much more damage off of it. Kojicoco still HP worse for wear. So we send it with the Brave counter.
Yeah, that flame carpet definitely did what it needed to do in terms of dealing that damage. Beautiful whip punish on the riding free. Now Koji in a real sticky situation.
Yeah, that's Ryzen just putting you once again in chip damage territory soon. But there we go, the Delta clock to bring us all the way to the corner. SSBA, no. Instead, just holding on to the meter.
Good throw from Kojicoco, not overextending. Another throw. You can take one more of these.
Oh, the empty jump, SSBA, but the UDP infills right through it. Not only that, it's lethal.
That it is. Once again, 1 round apiece, 1 game apiece. Who is going to get this crucial game 3?
Shoulder check with the 6XL. That's 1 stock. 3 stocks available here for Tororo, but Kojicoco busts back out.
Nice challenge right there. Doesn't want to deal with the tick throws that Kojicoco has been introducing so far.
Yep. Now we're tapping on the toes, trying to catch the approach with the far L of our own, but a pickup into that counter hit flame carpet.
Yeah, you can take your turn back at that range versus the U-Star Chaser. It is not plus at those close ranges.
Yep.
Ooh, again, the RPSDP.
Ooh. Whip on the 2M, but just trying to hold down the space. Tororo BCs to escape. Still locked down.
That 1 stock at the ready, and it's more than enough to get the KO. 2-1 for Tororo with the Zoraisen.
Tororo takes the lead, just waiting it out on the flame carpet, seeing, all right, what's the response, and then to that lay 2M.
Yeah, we're just getting this kind of intricate dance of timings. Both these players are very active in the way that they want to play right now. Tororo varying up his mash timings, as is Kojicoco, with the way that he's playing the staggers. So far, Tororo with the slight, ever so slight edge.
Yeah, we started going back to the layer where the instant mash ends up working, right? We're going for these deep dashes, these delay meaties just to try and catch out a fuzzy mash on wake up, but instead we're going back to basics saying, no, this close L will do the job.
Yeah, it's incredibly important that at this level to represent all of those options, because otherwise your opponent will just get incredibly comfortable with their offense. They'll be able to blow you up in certain ways, and that is the key thing to being a top-level player. You can't get by playing fully risk-averse. You have to take those crucial risks in those situations in order to be able to win these big sets.
Exactly. Over the course of this first of 3, you have to show that you can vary up your timing even when your life is on the line. So heading on into it, we got game number 4.
Ready? Round 1. Showtime!
Right, opening up with the M riding free. Nice catch right there with the L Thunderbird. Kojicoco off to a good start.
Okay, bringing out the far L's once again, just rotating between the lights.
Projectiles trading, that is a punish right there. Thought that Tororo was going to try to take his turn back, but instead is going to eat a pretty chunky combo right there.
Yeah, the full commit on the Sapphire Slash, that's that punish. We spent the BP.
Back on the throw. Big jump out from Tororo right there. This is going to be a huge damage combo, and he gets the stocks back from this as well.
Go, we've shown mash, we've shown the delay, and now we're showing the jump forward. We escaped the corner, but Kojicoco with another mash out. Once again, evens up the screen positioning and the life lead too.
Tororo trying to play this mid-range. Beautiful catch with the 6XL. Doesn't have the resources to quite get the KO, I don't think. Even with the Zoraisen Endo, 1-2 stab might be it. Yeah, just short. Thank God I know enough about my own character.
Yeah, right? Just barely living with the sliver, but now chip damage a factor, and the run-up DP. You had to be perfect in the spot dodge timing, but so tricky to try and stay alive. Tororo on set point.
And that was smart from Tororo right there, because he knew Kojicoco was going to look for a reaction against a fireball so that he could SSBA for the kill. Instead, Tororo just running up with the unreactable DP. There's the first 5 view of the set. Nothing is forever.
And the big bonk and the command grab. Now we have Delta Clock locked and loaded.
Huge hit with the far heavy right there.
Big dodge here on the ultimate fireball. Delta Clock still stuck.
Still stuck in this corner as well is Tororo, taking a lot of chip damage here.
Delta Clock down, but so is the HP for Tororo. Look at the chip damage we've taken just off of some of these throw techs, and now the ultimate riding free puts a round up for Kojicoco. Still set point Tororo.
Yeah, that is the crucial thing about those mash techs. They do deal a little bit of damage to you, and over time that does add up.
All right, a couple 6XLs coming out from Kojicoco, catches out the delay tech. We're running you down to the corner.
Solid damage, even has the meter for the U Thunderbird Ender as well. Oof, empty low, but doesn't actually convert off of the...
Belief in the 2L, so now we get mashed out. Counter hit 6XL, trying to hold down to the space, who gets caught out here in range for a pickup off that counter hit Flame Carpet.
Catch the backdash right there, keeping Kojicoco pinned, but a great U-Star chases caps the backdash.
Yeah. All right, L riding free, we end our turn. No need for the Sapphire Slash this time. High risk, low reward, but we push Tororo to the corner, but we still mash out post BC.
What a challenge right there. This is going to deal a chunk of damage. The SBA might be enough with the BP drain.
Exactly, an extra 20%, and the cinematic does the job. Kojicoco brings us to game 5.
Once again, we are getting what we saw last time. There was a final game set between these two. It went the real distance. Will we see a different result this time around? Will the Prince be able to overcome the King? Or will the King march his way forward back to Grand Finals, where he has been in every Evo Vegas so far?
Exactly. Hot off of that victory from the Arc World Tour Finals, trying to protect the throne this time instead of claim the crown, but will the Prince stop you in your tracks? That EX Fireball pushes us to the corner, but MDP allows us a little bit of breathing room.
Nice throw once again from Kojicoco.
Onto these M Fireballs, seeing if Tororo challenges, but spent the meter to trade.
Yep, no stock, so not going to be a ton of damage right there. Charges up. Nice contest with the U Thunderbird. The empty jump low has been working out so well. These empty jumps have been really, really good.
Not able to find a full confirm there. Maybe just a few too many skills on cooldown. Meaty fireball, and we catch on the backdash too. Now Kojicoco on set point of his own.
Going for the backdash, expecting a throw right there. Kojicoco instead pressing on the offense, and now looking at a potential grand final seat here at Evo 2025, and that far heavy is a huge way to start.
Go. Thunderbird, no opt to use the Brave counter, so now getting caught up on the low by Kojicoco.
Kojicoco with all the momentum, all the strength right now. Goes for the wake-up throw.
Just stagger with the lights. Tororo waiting for his turn.
The trade right there, and the huge U-Star chaser right there. Tororo really struggling to fight out of this corner, and that far light, the counter is going to do it. Kojicoco gets his revenge and advances to Grand Finals.
A year in the making, the run back makes its way. 3-2 for Kojicoco as he moves on to Grands in this potential, or no, guaranteed Paragon team kill.
Indeed, indeed. The first time so far Tororo has fallen short of Grand Finals here at EVO. Managed to make it both at EVO 2022 and EVO 2024 here in Vegas. But of course, a huge shout out to Tororo making it this far. Can we make some noise?
An absolutely stellar third place finish. I know it's not what you wanted. You wanted that crown, the trophy as well, but out of 900 entrants, you are well above that top 1%. Everyone, smile for the photo real quick.